Which one's gonna work? Oh! Something just hit me here ringside. A pinfall coming, and he's got him.
The winner of this match and the 2023 ruler of the ring, the violent gentleman, Miles Blackwell.
That was an amazing professional wrestling match, especially the end there.
What a contest to end the rule of the ring. We had a distraction by both managers, it seemed. Objects thrown in the ring, and look at these behemoths facing off in the middle of this ring. Face to face. We will finally see it. Or will we see it? I guess Miles Blackwell has his choice.
Wow, Bryce just throwing the brass knuckles back. Oh, what's up with Cody Knight? Cody Knight still has his whole crew out here, too. This ain't going to be good. This ain't going to be good. I can already tell you, man. I've seen enough of this stuff. This ain't...
Ladies and gentlemen, our next match is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, this is the Dragon Slayer.
Well, Frankie, the Dragon Slayer, once again in CCW, hasn't had a ton of success, but will this be his opportunity against one of the hottest free agent newcomers we've seen in CCW in quite a while?
Look, the Dragon Slayer is a CCW classic. Some would say a legend. He's been around these parts for many, many years. I think his record's not looking too great because of all the traveling. This man's wrestling sometimes twice a day. So, he's from the Orient, you know. There's not a lot of footage of him online just because of all the different small places he wrestled. But I think he might have this one. Who's he wrestling tonight? What is this match?
Making his United States debut from Seville, Spain, this is Prince Cito.
He is a world travel phenomenon, a Spanish sensation all the way from Seville, Spain. Making his CCW debut, making his United States debut. What a treat we have with Prince Cito.
Prince Cito. Okay, I've never seen any tape on this guy. I don't know anything about this guy.
He is high-flying, he is exciting, he is a ball of energy, and, well, we'll see if he's the next big thing in CCW. And Frankie, I think if Dragon Slayer has much of a chance, we'll probably need to review some of your self-help tapes, or your self-defense tapes.
Definitely. Now, yes, that's a good correction. There is no self-help for Frankie. I don't offer you any self-help. That has never made sense to me. How is Frankie Morris going to give you, the viewer, self-help? Self-help comes from inside. But what I can do is teach you self-defense techniques. I don't know about this guy. The black shirt's kind of, you never wear a black long sleeve t-shirt to wrestle. That's just not gonna help. People are gonna be able to grab you easier. You're already off on self-defense technique. 952.
I'm not sure what the self-defense technique number one is, but I think it's if you look good, you wrestle good, and Prince Cito coming in looking like $1 million.
Yeah, he had that sleeveless hood thing on though, and then he just took it off immediately. I've never really understood that. So I don't know if...
Well, we have to imagine that the Dragon Slayer has this, obviously has a size advantage, probably has a strength advantage.
Well, it's looking like it. Just kind of ragdolling Prince Cito right there.
Prince Cito making his CCW debut, and As a wrestler making your debut, or wrestling somebody making their debut, what is that like as the other competitor?
If you're wrestling someone making their debut, it's actually really difficult. Like I said, I've never heard of Cito. I've never seen any tape on this guy. I highly doubt most people have. So you have no idea what this dude's going to be capable of. That being said, he is pretty tiny. And he keeps getting his face pushed every time they do one of these tests of strength here, one of these finger lockups. So, I don't know. I'm not too impressed yet.
Prince Cito might be taking it cautious here in the opening moments of his first time wrestling in the United States. But I'm sure within a few moments we will see him take flight. But Dragon Slayer trying to wrestle at his pace.
Now, I believe Dragon Slayer here. I really think he just wants to do a finger lock. He wants to see who's stronger. I don't think he's going to push his face away. There's no way.
Right now, kind of mocking Prince Cito, going side to side. Finally getting the lockup. And once again.
Wow.
But that was enough. Was enough. And Prince Cito connects with the drop kick.
Okay, kid.
I guess fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, ain't gonna fool me a third time.
Oh, wow, I thought Prince Cito was about to go flying there.
How about the crowd? Fully behind the newcomer to CCW. But coming up from behind, tried with the sneak attack. Dragon Slayer unsuccessful. But nearly takes Cito's head off with that lariat.
Wow, did you see that?
Prince Cito flattened.
Lots of power in that lariat.
But Prince Cito showing some fight. Just because he was rocked doesn't mean he won't be firing back.
I don't think he's firing back after that. That was a big clubbing blow to the back.
Dragon Slayer just trying his best to bully Prince Cito. Flattens him in the corner. If Cito wants to make a successful debut, he's got to show some resilience at this point.
I like that from Dragon Slayer. Always take advantage of the entire referee's count. He's going to count to 5. Why not wait till 4?
I think Prince Cito is starting to understand the level of competition here in CCW. He has to step his game up if he wants to be successful. Ducks the lariat, comes in. Beautiful head scissors takeover. Prince Cito is now feeling it. Prince Cito had the big man down. Sends him into the corner. And dives in.
He's a big splash from a little guy. I'll tell you what.
Prince Cito having to use all his body weight to make an impression against the Dragon Slayer. And once again, throwing all his weight into his opponent.
All right, now he let him do it. He did it twice. Let's see if he lets him do it again. I highly doubt it. Nope. Yep. See, he let him know what he was going to do too many times. Oh my God. Okay. All right. I spoke too soon.
Yeah, I guess you have to have a plan B for every plan A, and that plan B was a boot to the back of the head. Now he's looking to take flight. Prince Cito to the sky with the crossbody. The momentum carried him off. He's crawling over to make the cover. Is he successful in his debut?
Yeah, I didn't think so.
But what an aerial assault we saw out of Prince Cito.
I'm not gonna lie. Okay, the diving crossbody, that was pretty cool. Oh, nice. A classic wrestling technique. A punch to the face.
That's got to be somewhere in your self-defense handbook.
Always.
But a forearm to the face takes down Dragon Slayer, going for the pin.
I think Dragon Slayer's knocked out. Yeah. Wow, okay, I didn't expect that at all. Good job, Prince Cito. Good job. Dragon Slayer. Wait, man. What are they teaching you in the dojo over there, huh? You gotta. Maybe you need some self-defense from Frankie Bronx, huh? Hit me up, Dragon Slayer.
Well, you might be able to help Prince Cito with some self-defense, but not sure if he needs it because he made a successful CCW debut. Saw some high-flying offense, some hard-hitting offense, and Prince Cito successful in CCW.
It's for the CCW World Championship. Scheduled for one fall on a 60-minute time limit. First, the challenger, being brought to the ring by Chris Turner, representing the Brotherhood. From Kodiak Island, Alaska, this is the Alaskan Destroyer, Cody Knight.
Jimmy Rosendorf here alongside Frankie Morris for this massive main event as the Alaskan Destroyer Cody Knight challenges the Machine Bryce Maddox for the CCW Heavyweight Championship. And Frankie, we're getting our look at the challenger.
Yeah, I tell you what looks massive tonight. Chris Turner. Chris Turner is looking very massive tonight. Cody Knight, you know, with the coat on, I think he's gained a little bit of weight. He's looking like maybe he could take on the champion, Bryce Maddox.
Cody has always been one of the biggest members of the CCW roster and has been one of the biggest challenges now for the CCW Heavyweight Champion, the Machine Bryce Maddox, who is coming into this match, we have to point out, with an injured shoulder.
That's right, after the whole thing with Bone Crusher there, Bryce Maddox's shoulder is a little chopped up. It's a little mincemeat.
CCW World Champion, the Machine Bryce Maddox.
You know, I don't really understand if your nickname's the Machine, how you're having a shoulder injury right now. Does that mean he'll just work through it like a machine, or the Machine shouldn't get injured in the first place? I don't really understand. I don't understand that.
Well, it has been a grueling Surge Summer Sizzler tour for the Machine Bryce Maddox, and, well, Frankie, even the best machines break down over time. And has the Machine reached his limit with the schedule he's been putting himself through, defending this championship night after night against the toughest talent that CCW has to offer? And no matter what he's going through, he still puts on the brave face and still guts through any pain he's feeling. But tonight might be the ultimate challenge as he goes one-on-one with the Alaskan Destroyer, Cody Knight.
I don't know. I'm thinking that shoulder, man. I'm really thinking that might really play into this match pretty hard. I've wrestled a few matches in my time with injuries, specifically a shoulder injury. It's not a fun time. I'll tell you what, it's not fun. Typically, when you wrestle a match with a shoulder injury, your opponent knows of it, and they use that to their advantage.
And of course, Cody Knight has to know that this is something that is hampering the Machine entering this match. Of course, as a former wrestler yourself, or as a former champion yourself, thank you. What is the mindset coming into a championship match when you might be a little banged up?
Well, I was never injured in any of my championship matches, okay? I was only ever injured in non-championship matches. Unlike the Machine, I tend to put myself in situations I often can win. I'm not here to, appease the crowd and show up as often as I possibly can and destroy my body for these people you see right now. I would rather, show up, take the easiest route I can, and get out of there. I think Bryce Maddox is going to push himself a little too hard here. I think this shoulder is going to mess up. I think it's going to be really bad.
Yeah, this could be much of a tougher challenge for the Machine, Bryce Maddox. Probably one of the few wrestlers who can match him in strength is the Alaskan Destroyer, Cody Knight, backing the Machine into the corner and immediately going after that shoulder.
I knew it. I called it. I gotta give it to Cody Knight. Cody Knight, he's a big, dumb-looking guy, but he's actually really smart. He's really smart. He's kind of like Chris Turner down there. Looks a little silly. Looks like might be a low IQ, but Cody Knight, he's got brain on his shoulders.
Cody Knight has put together a very impressive win-loss record over the past year, especially since joining Chris Turner and the Brotherhood. Displaying a new mean streak we've never seen from him before, and that has catapulted him into championship contention. The Machine tries to float over, drops down, and connects with a picture-perfect drop kick.
That was nice. That was pretty spectacular.
And now firing back. If he can't use that shoulder, maybe he has to use that speed.
I don't know. Shoulder looks like it's holding up pretty good. He just landed a pretty solid suplex there.
And is that enough to retain? Cody Knight kicks out quickly.
Yeah, maybe we were wrong about the shoulder thing. I've been wrong before. I'll be a man.
When you're in a championship match like this and you go for an early pin, you can't expect that to end the match, do you, Frankie?
No, what you're really trying to do is let your opponent know, like, hey man, I'm in control. You have nothing you can do here. I'm already pinning you. You're already having to think about kicking out. You're already having to think about losing the match, going home, telling your family that you suck at your job. You know.
Well, so far it has been, almost since the opening bell, all Bryce Maddox fighting through that shoulder. You see him trying to work it out, use a couple arm drags, using that arm. And although he's using it for offense, is it doing more damage than what's good for it?
I feel like Chris Turner was saying something there to him for a second, too. Maybe putting a little distraction on him.
Yeah, wherever there's Cody Knight, Chris Turner is right behind. So he had to fight a two-front war through the machine. And using that shoulder to take down Bryce Maddox and delivering one of those vicious chops.
You know, look how he's aiming his chops, too. It's right there on the shoulder. Ooh.
Just time and time again. And that boot straight to the shoulder sends Maddox to the outside.
I would keep an eye on Chris Turner if I was a ref.
And there he goes.
Look, there we go. There we go. He was looking for it the whole time.
When the Brotherhood's involved, we need 2, maybe 3 referees at ringside to make sure Chris Turner does not get himself involved. But right back to the shoulder, Cody Knight has a game plan, and he is sticking to it.
Oh, and a devastating move.
Now, Frankie, can you just walk us through that move?
You know, I'm not actually quite sure what's going on in that move. I felt it myself a few times. I would never give that move to another wrestler. I think it's a little insulting, you know?
And Cody Knight adding the insult to injury with the trash talk is also a little insulting.
And the slow pin. Now he's going to kick it. You see, that's the thing. I get it. I get being cocky. I get having a head full of steam. But you can't just be nonchalantly pinning people, Cody.
One thing that's not nonchalant is Cody's focused on that left arm and that left shoulder of the machine, Bryce Maddox. Came in with the target on that shoulder after his grueling match with Bone Crusher. Now Cody Knight's trying to do what he can to pick it apart, but the machine coming back with a high knee strike.
Now, hey, I like that. Hey, one of my limbs isn't working. We'll just implement another one. We'll go for a flying knee.
And Cody Knight sent to the outside trying to regroup with Chris Turner. Trying to slow this match back down. He likes to wrestle at his own pace. And making sure that Maddox matches that pace.
Cody looks pretty focused tonight. I don't think I've ever actually seen him this focused. He doesn't look as jovial as usual.
But Bryce Maddox losing his focus on Cody Knight for even just a split second. And right back to the shoulder with a vicious chop. Cody Knight is picking apart the machine.
Kicking, elbowing, chopping, whatever he can really throw at the shoulder, it looks like he's doing it.
But Maddox with a chop of his own, echoing through the halls here.
Hearing instructions from Chris Turner to break the arm. I feel like that's a little easier said than done, Turner, but, you know, good advice nonetheless.
And Cody Knight charging in, throwing all his weight into Bryce Maddox. Cody Knight, of course, has never captured the CCW Heavyweight Championship, and this might be his best opportunity as Chris Turner continues to get himself involved.
This ref is blind, y'all. This is my second time doing commentary for CCW. I tell you what, I'm noticing a trend with these referees here.
Do we have the new champion? Not quite. I'm not sure if it's the referee or if it's just perfect game planning out of the Brotherhood. They always know how to take advantage of any situation, just like Cody Knight is taking advantage of this injured shoulder of Bryce Maddox.
Just cranking up there and Bryce reacting.
If there's one thing we know about the Machine, is that he will not quit and takes him down with the scoop slam. Maddox using his good arm with the lariat. And down with the neck breaker.
Is that a hip toss neck breaker?
Now you think you're going to zig, but then he zags and takes you down with the neck breaker. And we see him still not moving that left arm whatsoever. And just like that, one kick is all it takes for Cody Knight to regain control.
No, Maddox really thinking about his arm right here. You can tell. It's in his head.
When you're this deep into a championship match as a challenger, is there ever a time where you become overly confident?
Definitely. It's happened to me before. And I would never say that I have too much confidence. But, you know, you start playing with your meat, you start playing with your meal, and then you leave home hungry.
The Machine able to reverse it, but another double axe handle.
Oh, Lord. I think this is it. I'm going to call it right here. This is Cody Knight right here. He's going to win.
Cody Knight flying in with another axe handle. His offense might not be pretty, but it has been effective.
That's it, man.
I'm not sure how smart this is, taking his time to jaw back to the crowd. This is the new side of Cody Knight we've been seeing. Flying in, but Bryce Maddox able to have the wherewithal.
Cody, you took too long, man. You took too long.
And that may have breathed new life into the Machine.
That's what happens when you try to make these rednecks happy. You get kicked in the face, man.
Well, Maddox has been making all CCW crowds happy with his constant defenses of the title. And now he's wanting to see if they want to see that one more time. Going corner to corner. Will the Machine take flight once again?
Notice Maddox isn't even able to clap. He's having to hit the turnbuckle to get the crowd on his side right now.
Yeah, every little thing has to be excruciating to that shoulder. And Maddox looks like he's going to try to charge in one more time. One time too many. And right back to the shoulder with the chop.
Bryce has to be running on.
Oh no, the referee was in the way, got taken out by the Machine. Might be Cody's chance.
Ref's out cold. We just saw a nasty big boot from Cody Knight. He's going for his finisher.
Going for the Kodiak slam. Has it locked in, but sees that the referee is not conscious to make a count if one was going to happen. Trying to wake him back up. We have other officials in trying to get the situation under control.
Cody, get back on him. Cody, get back on.
The Machine taking advantage of the situation has Cody Knight up and down with the twisted metal. Falls across. And the count, and the Machine retains.
God dang it. Cody, Chris, what are you guys doing? You had it. The guy's injured. Well, if he wasn't injured, he's definitely injured now.
The resilience of the champion, the fight of the champion, and the resolve of the champion keeps the gold around his waist once again, but Frankie, at what cost?
I don't know. Is that what a champion would do? The champion would just immediately go to violence, resort to violence on his opponent instead of checking on the poor referee that was just knocked out on the ground there? I don't know. It just doesn't seem right to me.
Well, a champion is here to defend his title, and that's exactly what the Machine did. But was that Cody's chance?
It sure seems like it. He's got his boys carrying him back. He's got Chris Turner, jaw jacket. That might have been it, Cody.
But no matter what happened, one fact remains. The Machine is still CCW Heavyweight Champion.